get
Driftwood.
here.
The driftwood? No, you're fine with
I
that?
just like they're turning this into a pretty successful business.
Yeah.
I know. They started out just like 3 months ago, laser cutting cones and stuff on wood, and now it's like all they do.
I know, it's become an entire different people to help them.
Yeah. Good for him. Hey.
Yeah, the downside of a warehouse is that you put something down for very long, and I mean that's an actual merry-go-round, like kind of old school, but it gets covered with.
Other people's stuff.
Yeah. I mean it's still,
Whoa. It's a
It-
working merry-go-round.
Oh yeah, it goes fast. The robot next door sits on a pole on the very top of this, and as you move this, it drives a motor underneath here that pushes him, and so he bobbles around up on top of it. There.
Walk through. Yeah.
Yeah, and so the faster it goes, the more it powers it, the more he moves. He's kind of precarious because he's about 20 feet up. He's balancing on one foot. It's very loud. I know when we installed it, I was asking the guys, "Is this safe?" And they're laughing at me because I built it, but it's like it sounds like it's gonna fall. And like, it scares me, which is good, but that doesn't take much.
What did you build it for?
It was originally commissioned for Burning Man.
Oh, it's a
actually.
Burning Man piece.
Yeah.
Yep, I see
There's
some
a-
of the ply on there.
Yeah.
Well, safety third, right?
Safety third. There's a big platform that comes around here that you step up on it and then you can jump onto it. But I love these as a kid. They don't make these
I
anymore.
I
'Cause
know,
were
they
just
don't, because they're
barn
too
breakers.
dangerous.
This
Yeah.
one goes really fast.
Yes. It's awesome. Well, we'll have to clear it off and resurrect it. Make it go really fast.
There's an actual
Film
governor on
for
it
the
though
next
that's
year.
funny. The faster you would push it, the more it would. It's like a bike, little thing on your bike. The more you push the pedal, the more it drags, the more it powers. But it would go slower actually. Because when we applied it, if it's free form, it goes fast. But once you hit the motor on, the faster you push it, the slower it goes because it's
actually friction.
yeah, and
friction
it's
coming
driving
from
the motor, and so that's what powers a lot of the lights in the top are self-generating as you go through it. Yeah.
It's like a giant kick wheel.
Yeah. And these are the legs
For the
with the same
baby.
with the same design as the others, with the same kind of hole shaped internal structure, and then it was a really tricky thing to do especially for the engineer because there are angles on the foot. It's not like you just build straight wedges, you have to angle these, and so the knee you had to have a way that shifted. I think underneath these go this way, and then there's cross pieces that connected through here, and the foot was particularly challenging as well. He had to come up with, it's a friend of mine, Dallas, who does a lot of the engineering, had to come up with ways to break this down. So these are each rings that come through the toe, and then the ankle is a section, and there's a lot that
It's
goes
hard,
into
yeah. Is Dallas also an artist or primarily an
He is
engineer?
an engineer. He is actually an artist in his own right, and he loved helping on the last project because there was no engineering. He got to actually physically
Yeah.
make things. I mean, this is fun. This is where it comes into craft, where it's hand doing these and shaping and bending, and because you're making compound curves out of flat pieces, so there is a little skill to it. Especially you can see it on one of these bases over here too. And you're dealing with lines because your eye follows the lines, and so there is a method to do this. All of these pieces go longwise. If you were to do them sideways, they might not look right. Good design is good design and you don't notice. So if your eye looks to it and you don't see anything particular, then it's good design. It's when you look at something, you look straight at some section of it, and you're like, whoa, what's wrong with that? It just wasn't really thought out design. It wasn't well designed in that regard. I mean, and that happens on here too. This isn't perfect. There's lots of